I don't know. So, after 50 minutes, my consensus on blacksmithing is it bores me. But being bored is good. Because being bored allows your mind to drift into, here's where your, let's say your brain is right up here. When you're just chilling, your brain's right here. When you're like, I don't know, reading a book, scrolling through Instagram, watching YouTube videos, your brain's right here. And honestly, a lot of people, your brain hangs out up here for a majority of your life, honestly. But then you have those times where, what happens here? Like, I'm watching a YouTube video or whatever, and then I've been doing that, probably for like 4 hours today. I don't know what's going on. I've been, maybe you could be up here for a week straight doing whatever. And then that one day, bored out of your mind, you don't know what to do, you shift into a lower level of consciousness. And you start thinking. You start staring at a wall. You start thinking about your life. And the interesting thing about this level here is, right about here is where, like, you're kind of between dreaming, like between sleep and wakefulness. This is like meditation right here. Meditation's like here. Border between sleep is here. And here you're sleeping. Deep sleep. Like REM, probably light sleep. Somewhere in here. Spending time in this level here is really good. You can access things because you're in the middle stage between, you're not consuming here, you're not on the surface level. You're just a little bit lower. You could be even right here and it's good, right? Because you're accessing a different pool of knowledge that sits here. And, this is like on a similar principle, I think in like Jungian psychology. That's Jung, Jungian psychology. Is Carl Jung believed that humans were all born with a basic set of like instructions, like a basic sense of certain things. Like humans just kind of know how to walk. You don't really have to teach a human how to walk. Like eventually they'll just do it. Humans will eventually learn how to use their voice. Humans know how to use their mouth, just intuitively. He also argues that there's knowledge within you. There's also the same kind of intuitive knowledge that resides in your subconscious that everyone has. And as a kid, and I'm branching off from Jung. I'm not really referencing any sort of material. This is just what I believe. As a kid, you're really creative. You come up with all sorts of things. Like, sometimes your parents will ask you, like, where'd you learn that? I don't know. And they assume maybe learned it from TV or something, but like, you wrote a word on the wall or whatever. And sometimes you just absorb things subconsciously, but like, maybe you drew something. And it's like, you don't even know, I don't know where it came from. But as a kid, you have access to that. But as you grow older, people tell you it's a waste of time. Being creative is, doesn't pay the bills. Gotta work. Gotta do something with your life. And over time, it's like a muscle. You just don't use it. And while those things are still there, the longer you suppress them, the harder it gets to access them and to access that knowledge. So it's really important, I think, to every once in a while, particularly if you don't remember the last time you got down here, just whatever you're doing, if you're looking for something, if you feel just slightly dissatisfied, you can't find a video to watch, you're not interested in the book you're reading, you can't get into anything, if you're just mindlessly scrolling, just put down the phone, put down the book, turn off the TV, and stare at a wall. The wall might start teaching you some stuff. Stare at the wall like it's teaching you something. Like, see this wall behind me? Look at those patterns there. What kind of wood makes those kind of patterns? It looks almost unnatural, doesn't it? Is that real wood even? Probably. But that's probably not natural wood pattern. I don't know. But get curious about things, man. And especially if you have questions, research them. Just get curious about the world around you. Get curious about yourself. Get curious about what you got going in here. Because I'll tell you, the world in here, this is a big claim, but it's a whole heck of a lot bigger than the world out here. It really is. And it's beautiful. It's honestly might even be more than half of the gift of life. Like, yes, the world is beautiful. Sunrises are beautiful. Trees, flowers, smells, foods. They're all great. But if we didn't have this in between our ears, behind our eyes, we wouldn't be able to experience any of it. We wouldn't be able to write it down. We wouldn't be able to make books, take pictures, paint. So be grateful that you can be bored. That some days life just seems disinteresting. You have the privilege to be bored. You have the privilege to say, I don't think the earth is enough for me today. And when the earth's not enough for you, turn inward. Be bored. I promise there is a lot more to discover in here than there is out there. Now, that's not to discourage you from going out and traveling and having a good time. But it is saying sometimes the external world, and actually oftentimes, there are problems that the external world cannot fix. The only thing that will fix them, the only thing that can fix you, is looking inside and discovering who you are as an individual. So with that, I'm going to stop talking. It's been an hour. But blacksmithing, evidently, because it bores me, inspires me. So it's good talking. I gotta go.